Hey guys, today we're going to talk about everything you need to know to successfully create a new driver in your system. So the first thing we need to do is create a user that's going to be associated to that driver account. We're going to go here to the user section. From here, you're going to name your user whatever it is. So let's just say it's my name at 352delivery.com, and this can be their email address, or it doesn't. uh, that is totally up to you, but it has to be formatted like an email address. So in this case, I'm just going to make one up, and I'm going to select the role as driver. Now once we do this, we're going to create that user, and there are two different things you need to worry about here. First thing is selecting a default location for that driver. So in this case, I just select this one. And here you have a couple of different things. You can make them a promoter. You can set up the partner pay for them, which you can see in the other videos on our channel. But our main focus is going to be the second section, which is the enter user info and save. So from here, like once you change something on this section, like changing the default location, you have to save it before you can move on. Okay, now from here, in order for them to be able to log in into the app, you will have to give them a password. So in this case, let's just say it's whatever. We're gonna put a name, test driver. You can fill out the phone number, their birthday, their cell phone number, all of these little things if you want to. Okay. Now from here, you can actually leave the send user email notification and send user text notification to automatically give them their login information. Now this is going to pull obviously this email address, and it's going to pull the phone number from this field right here to send them and say, hey, your login info for the driver app is this, username is this, and password is this. Okay, so we highly suggest you do that. We can do whatever, it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna hit save. So once we do that, we're good to go. And this is what the email is going to look like that they're going to receive. It's going to give them the link to download our app. It's going to give them their username and password. All right. So from here, once we have that done, we are going to switch to the driver section. Now I'm going to refresh this real quick just to make sure that our driver account is there. Let's see, it should be. And right here you can see, so driver test, no phone assigned to driver. So what does this mean? We have the manage section, which we're going to take a look at first. We're going to find the driver account that we're looking for. It is right here. Now from here, there are a couple of other things you need to set up before they start driving. You want to make sure that their status is active. You want to select their driver type. So are they independent? Like, do they only work whenever, or are they paid hourly? And you can select their hourly pay if needed. And then you can select the structure, right? Do you want to pay them per order, like a flat amount, or do you want to give them a delivery fee percentage? So usually you want to do a delivery fee percentage, and you can say that they get 80% of the delivery fee. So if the delivery fee is $5, they get $4 of that. Okay. And there's also daily lease fee if they're leasing any equipment like the carry bags, the car top. There can be clothing. There can be a number of things that you can give them to kind of like improve their experience as a driver. But if you're leasing it to them and you're not giving it to them, you can charge them a daily fee if they're using this stuff. Now we also have driver hourly pay minimum override and order declines override. This is regarding our driver floor pay, which you can take a look at in the video on our channel. It's also a super useful feature, but we're not going to go over this right now. Down here, we have a couple more sections: license number, insurance company, insurance number, expiration dates, hire and fire rate dates, and social security last 4 digits. These are all useful informations to have if you need it. It is not necessary in order for a driver to be in the system. And then we have some auto dispatch settings. Now, the strength, we always leave it at 75%. This helps auto dispatch determine how it's going to send the driver the orders, right? If the strength is lower, the driver is going to be prioritized less. If the percentage is higher, the driver is going to be prioritized more. If you make it a prioritized driver, this driver will always get orders before your other drivers. And you can allow cash orders for this driver or POP, which is pay on pickup. These two are enabled by default. Now, pickup pocket is in case you have a specific area of a zone that you want the driver to be picking up the orders only. You can select that here. Penalty, we're not going to mention right now. And then drop-off pocket blacklist and restaurant blacklist are going to be here if you don't want the driver to go to certain restaurants or to go to a certain drop-off pocket. Now, you can allow or disable catering, and then orders and driver override. It's going to be 0 by default, but if our auto bundler is allowed to give the driver multiple orders in a trip, you can change that here. So we can say that the driver can have at most 3 orders at any given time. But if you leave it on default by 0, it's just going to take its default settings and use it like that. Now, if you need to, if the driver deletes the text or deletes the email, you can go in here and resend this information if needed. Okay? And you can leave notes here for yourself, right? You can say, okay, this driver's password is this, or this driver started on this date, plans on leaving by the end of summer, whatever it is, right? And then make sure you hit save. Okay? So once we do that, we're going to go to phones, and we are going to have to add this driver. So this driver profile needs to have a phone number assigned. So we're going to say that his name is test driver Nicola, and we're going to put the description as the driver. Their phone number is going to be yada, 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 yada. And now there's email to text relay. So what this does, it allows our app to give text updates to this driver. This is super important to streamline the communication between you and the driver. And the way you're going to do this is you're going to take this number. So 123-521-2312. You're going to click on help. Now, once you see this little window pop up, there's going to be a little hyperlink here. It's going to be in blue right here. And you're going to click on that. Now it's going to take you to a portal on Wikipedia, and you're going to scroll down and you're going to find this list. Now, from this list, you need to look for SMS gateway domain, and you need to know which cell provider the driver has. So let's just say I'm on AT&T. I'm going to copy this txt.att.net. Or if it's Verizon, you're going to copy this, obviously, vtext.com. And now we're going to go back to our screen. We're going to close this. We're going to put at and copy this. Super simple. Now, phone email is going to be the email address that is going to be configured with this phone. So in this case, it's going to be nicolatest@352delivery.com, for example. And now you can see that we need to select which driver is going to be associated with this phone account. So from this drop down, we're going to select that one, which is the only one left. And by default, you want to select email to text relay, smart text, and app notifications. You don't necessarily want to give the drivers an email every single time there's an update because it can get spammy. But app notifications are good to have because when they're driving, they can see it in their chat where they communicate with the dispatch team. And then the email to text relay is very useful because sometimes the driver will not have a fast connection, and the app is going to push a text message to the driver so they can still, if they don't have internet access, they can still get cell service, they can still receive an update on an order. Okay, and now all we have to do is click add. So now you have your phone set up, and now the last step for your driver to be fully set up is you're going to go to Smart Pay, and you're going to find this driver. So in this case, we are right here, and you need to have Smart Pay cards if you allow pay on pickup orders for your drivers, which are placed in person. So basically, this means if you have a setup where you want your drivers to, order McDonald's, Wendy's, Popeyes, but whatever fast food chain it is that needs to be paid right there, you can give them a SmartPay card that you can order. You can see that whole process also on our YouTube channel. Just search for it. Uh, you need to assign them a card, and all you need to do is you're gonna find that driver account, assign a SmartPay card, and you're gonna have a pop-up right here that's going to give you the list of cards. You just match the last four digits on the card and here in the system, and you assign it, and you're good to go. Now from here, your driver account should be set up, and you should not have to do anything else. Your driver should be able to check in, and everything should be good to go. Now, in order to just verify that everything is good, we suggest you just go to your dispatch screen, open up your chat, find their driver when they show up the first time, or you can actually show the unassigned drivers, and you can actually just give them a message to see if the email to text relay is working properly. If not, just go roll back to the phone setup and double check all the information. Make sure you put the suffix, the extension correctly, which we did with the txt.att.com. .net, sorry, or whatever cell provider they have, and you should be all good to go. If you have any questions, please let us know. Reach out to us on Slack, or leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.